Should be live.
So, hello everyone. Welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z3 Jigoku. I'm Ryu, this is Zero. So, when last we left off after a lengthy hiatus here, we've all headed off to space in order to try and deal with the problems that are remaining out here. Namely, dealing with, say, Neo Zeon. We got a bit sidetracked on the way as we discovered we had a stowaway in the form of Kagura, who once again tried to kidnap Mikono and got extra fired up thanks to Basar's music. Thanks to that, however, Zessica was able to confess her love for Amata and gain the Aquarion a couple of new attacks. The Super Dimensional Mugen Punch and the Double Firing Guided Rockets, or Bye-Bye Missiles. It's quite a name. Then we got to actually see Neo Zeon. Pushed by full frontal, the 5th lunar drop plan had begun. However, we were able to drive them off. Thanks to the fact that we pushed them hard enough that Char himself took the field, and the new Gundam showed up out of nowhere. We still aren't quite sure how we got it, much like with the Zeta, but it's shown up and it's on our side now, so that's good. Amuro's going to be a very good character from now on.
Yep.
So now we continue off to
D-Trader.
more such dealings. But first, a little bit of D-Trader. What is wrong, Master Banager? I was thinking about that full frontal man. Are you talking about that imposter? It is true that he's supposed to be just Char's body double, but I feel somehow that he's more dangerous than Char himself. And what do you mean by that? Let's see. Well, in records I borrowed and read from Takia and read, the man known as Char's supposed to be incredibly cold and calculating. A skilled officer who already knows the way that things are going to go. But if I compare the Lieutenant Quattro that I hear about from Camille and the others, and Full Frontal who I met, somehow I feel that Full Frontal is closer to the Char Aznavour that's been talked about. I see. A body double who is more realistic than the real deal. How interesting of a story that is. However, let's see. Blue is currently chasing down that full frontal, are we not? Yeah. No, you were able to repel him. Yes. At that time, the tension felt by everyone at this and was able to create 100 Z-chips. I've gone ahead and added them to the squadron stockpile. Are we going to have to fight against him again? Most likely. After all, it would appear as if Full Frontal has quite an interest in your unicorn. Next time as well, Master Banager. Please be sure to create plenty of Z-chips for me. I'll try and do what I can. Well then, for you, especially for you, Master Banager, I shall teach you a simple method to realize whether it is Full Frontal or Char Aznavour you are fighting. Yes. Is that what I think it is? Because if I think it is, that's going to be a really bad pun.
Good luck.
I think that what he's saying is... yeah, it doesn't really work. So, what he's saying here is something about how the sleeved officer is Full Frontal, and the one without sleeves on his uniform is Captain Quattro, Char Aznavour. This only works because the main group of Neo Zeon that you run into in Unicorn are known as the Sodetsuki, or the Sleeves. So the one with sleeves is Full Frontal. The one without is Char Aznavour.
Also because remember, Quattro Pagina did not have sleeves.
Oh, right.
His outfit is a turtleneck with a vest over it.
Yes.
And gloves.
The one with sleeves is full frontal, and the one without sleeves is char-assignable. Well, with this, you should have no mistakes in telling them apart. What are you talking about? Master Takya, Miss Mikot, it is splendid to see that you are unharmed. Thanks, AG. But that was a shock, wasn't it? To think that Haman Karn herself would come to the Nail Argama. How was it seeing Haman Karn in the flesh? What is it, AG? I mean... What's with you, AG? Yes, no, seeing Miss Haman in the flesh. He is being exceptionally polite towards her, and is surprising. You're even showing respect to our enemies? No, not at all, not at all. Well, this is just a symbol of how impressive they are. No, something I've heard off of them. Even back when she was young. She was a splendid pilot for Neo Zeon, and wound up becoming quite popular. Therefore, many people referred to her by that title. Well, she was pretty beautiful. Oh, come on, Takuya. Well, I mean, she was a beauty, but she does feel like she's some sort of, not quite sure what phrase would go there. Iron Lady? Steel Woman? Something like that.
I know what you're going for, but...
Yes.
Ice Queen?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Those are just the other words like that.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Yeah. Hard like steel. What is wrong, Miss Audrey? No, it's nothing. It looked like it was quite a shock for Audrey as well. After all, I mean, her enemies showed up right in front of us there. But the people from Neo Zeon... Why on earth did they board our ship anyway? I wonder. And they immediately left. Haman's respecting my wishes, so I have to respond to hers. Well, well, Miss Audrey. No matter how much of a shock you may have received, you still have to do your best to continue on here. AG? It is important to worry over things at times. However, you also need to take action. After all, unless you do so, you cannot continue to advance. You do occasionally say good things, huh, AG? You said that people will have to continue to advance, right? What about robots? Of course. The main thing for us robots is to carry out the missions that we have been given. And so, today as always, let's get to selling. Thank you, AG. 100 Z-chips acquired. So, off to the next stage. As we are off to refuel at the Frontier Fleet. Should be September 1st? September 1st. Off at the Frontier Fleet, somewhere around the orbit of the moon. Thank you for your hard work, Lieutenant Ozma. With this, we've finished the applying for Z-Blue. And how about the other thing we were asking about? Here are the signed forms from President Howard about use of reactionary weaponry and micro-dimension eaters. With this, the SMS will have everything we need. Do you remember, though, we received special permission to use both of those weapons. They're dangerous enough that we need the president of the entire Frontier Fleet to sign for us to be able to use them. I'm incredibly pleased that I was able to assist you. Don't act so cocky. You're just thinking, I'm the one who should have been signing those in the first place, aren't you? That's... For anyone who cannot recognize, that is Leon Mishima from the Frontier Fleet. In the actual canon of Frontier, he staged a coup and tried to take over the Frontier fleet. Things did not go well. In this, he was merely pushing them onward to conquer the Vajra homeworld, which did not go well. But better than, killing the president.
Didn't he still kill the president?
No, he did not kill the president in this.
I thought he did.
No. Don't forget it, Vice President Mishima. After all, we still know everything that happened back behind the scenes during the Rebirth War. Of course I remember. That's exactly why I've been working to assist you like this. Be sure not to get too uppity about it. All you need to do is keep doing the public side of things. Be sure not to mix your private affairs into this. Yes. We're counting on you, Aide. Let's see. After all, you need to help the President out to ensure that the Frontier Fleet can keep on moving without any problems here. Island 1. Happy little open-air bath and inn. Hey. What? Were we ever introduced to the SMS's sponsors? No, we were invited here by the SMS's sponsors. I'm pretty sure that this is the place. What the hell's with that? Why on earth is there a replica of the Kurgania here in the Frontier Fleet? It's because I enjoyed the place so much. Cheryl Gnome? Is there something else you've done? Oh, come on, Alto. What do you think you're saying to one of your biggest sponsors? Huh? So you really didn't know? I'm one of the main people responsible for funding the SMS right now. What? I haven't heard anything about that! Of course, because I didn't talk to you about it. Miss Cheryl thought she wanted to surprise Alto and the others and kept his secret that she was building a replica of the Kurogania here. Of course, I was sure to get the go-ahead from the proprietress as well. We may not be able to have quite the same mineral content as them, but I'm certain that the atmosphere and bath should be roughly the same. But I can't believe this. The entire area looks exactly the same as the one back in Atami. I guess it's just some magic of the Galactic Fairy. It really does feel straight out of a fantasy. Leaving aside the fact that you're one of the SMS's sponsors, what did you intend to do by dragging us all out here? Isn't it obvious? I figured that everyone could use a bit of time away from the heat of battles and enjoy the hot springs together. Everyone? But that means... Yeah, that's right. Mixed bathing? What? Poor Alto.
The fact that
Andy,
Shin is
Amada,
disappointed.
Shin. Banadra is just worried. Hibiki has nothing to say. What's wrong, everyone? You seem awfully... You don't seem very excited for this. Well, I mean, mixed bathing is mixed bathing, but it's just a foot bath. Haha, I guess I should have seen this coming. Haha, I knew there would be some sort of... I knew there would be something wrong with this.
Your cat.
Captain Gamlin seems incredibly tough mentally. By the way, what's with all the bananas lying around? Commander Fudo came by earlier saying, like, when you think of a tummy, it's gotta be bananas, right? And just left them all here. The commander did.
Oh.
As always, I can't understand him at all.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. That's the banana attack.
I don't really care, but don't these all look unripe? I mean, come on, if he was at least gonna leave some for us, As he should have left some that could be eaten. This is my first time ever having a foot bath. It's really nice, isn't it? That's right. Going in the hot springs are nice, but this isn't bad either. Look at this Camille! Pretend I was taking off her tights! That's something you don't see very often. Camille, where are you looking? Over there, Amata. Come on, Jessica have taken off theirs as well! Yeah. This feels nice, doesn't it, Mikono? Yeah. Could it be that you're worried about my confession from before? Hey, Jessica. Let's see. I've always wanted to cheer you on. Huh? You're always incredibly straightforward. Always try to stick to your feelings. So, that's why you were able to tell Amata your feelings like that as well. But, I mean, a lot of stuff happened, and I mean, I think you're pretty incredible too, Mikono. Huh? You're always doing your best? After all, I think most guys would prefer a girl like you, huh? There's no way that's true. After all, I'm certain you're more popular with the guys. Nah, after all, when it comes down to it, I'm pretty sure that most guys would choose someone like you, Mikono. Yeah, sort of girl that they'd want to protect without even thinking about it. I don't think that's always the case. Cheryl? I think that everyone has their own opinions on what's best. Miss Ranka? The two of us will be cheering you on. And so, both of you try your best. Okay? Thanks, you two. But... two people involved in a love triangle are getting closer to another pair of people caught in a love triangle. I have to keep watching this. You've got some bad hobbies, Andy. It's just like Hibiki says, Andy. Today, for real, I'm going to beat that rawness right out of you. Yeah, that doesn't seem good. Wait up, Andy! As they've gone running off. Somehow those two seem to get along pretty well. Come to think about getting along well, Hibiki. What is it? How are you getting along with that nurse from before? Huh? It's no use trying to hide it. After all, I've received plenty of reports that people have seen the two of you out on dates. It's not like I was trying to hide that. So are the two of you going out? I don't know. But when I'm with her, I'm sorry, I think I need to get out. Hibiki, I mean, it's just a foot bath. You can't have gotten that hot. Wait a minute. Could it be that there's another love triangle over here as well? Looks like things are getting pretty complicated in our little crew, huh? Back to somewhere else on Island 1. What is it, Andy? Dragging me all the way out here! You heat up thanks to that foot bath, right? Here, have some ice cream. Thanks? Hey, Mix. Why do you think Jessica's gotten so worked up recently? I mean, it's probably because she's worried. I mean, there's all that stuff that's happened in succession. The news of the Eternity Flat, the appearance of the ball. Things have just kept on coming. Well then, Mix. Are you really okay with that? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried, but... I think that I'm the only one who can try and force myself to stop worrying about it. About that. I mean, if it comes down to it, you can rely on me too. Thanks, Andy. But I think I'm relying on plenty of people right now. Huh? My father... A long time ago, he penned my mother and ran off with another woman. So, that's why I've always been so bad at dealing with guys. But recently, I think I've been able to change a little bit. Guess it's probably thanks to you and everyone else in Z Blue.
It's going to be that time.
Mix. What's with that suddenly? I know full and well that romance is forbidden amongst ailments, but... I think that if I don't say it now, I'm gonna regret it forever. Regret it? What? Mix. I don't care if it's once this world becomes peaceful again. I know that it may be almost like some kind of death flag saying this here, but it'll be fine, because I definitely won't die! So, when this fight ends... Come on, say it. Say it, Andy. I mean, come on. I know that I'm just an idiot who's always doing nothing but digging holes, but this time, I want to be able to fill in the hole in your heart. Andy? I want to be able to fill it in. That hole in your heart. Your... Mix! Yeah? As he just screams, I want to fill in your hole! What?
Because of their opposite powers.
Yeah, wait a minute! No, that's not what I was trying to say at all! I was talking about mentally... You're the worst! Mix? Poor guy. I couldn't have imagined that Mrs. Zune would know about Maki. But it's not something I need to run away about, is it? This is... That's right. Members of Sadriel are approaching. Advent. Don't move for just a moment here. I'm going to be touching your head for just a moment. That's... It looks as if you've calmed down. What a splendid thing. Haha, had everything been as planned, I would have been joining you there in the footbaths, but... It looks as if you're on guard around me. I can't say that I blame you. This is a good opportunity. So I need to ask here. What on earth you and Chrono are? We already know that you've got ties with the Geminis. Result of Zero's investigations, I imagine? Very well done. As expected of a man who killed a god. What on earth are you? And how much do you know? Calm down, Hibiki. After all, the reason that I've come here is in order to talk to you about that. Are you sure it's not that you're cooperating with the Geminis in here to stop me? The people who are connected to the Geminis are only a small portion of Chrono. A single faction. A faction? That's right. At this point in time, Chrono has been split into two main factions. The group that I am fighting against has been cooperating with the Gemini in order to try and accelerate the time prison. Why on earth would they do that? You're supposed to be the ones who are watching over the evolution of humanity, aren't you? Let's see. There's a single thing in there I need. By creating dimensional quakes and manipulating the memories of this world's people, they might be able to create an enormous power. Utilize an enormous power that way. What on earth are you? You doing whatever you want, trying to hand this planet over to those monsters, even though you're just utilizing the words of saying you're trying to protect people. Surely you're the words trying to manipulate humanity from the shadows, aren't you? Manipulate. I don't intend to say that that isn't true. After all, however, what we are attempting to do is nothing more than watch over you. However, the situation is advancing rapidly. The loop of 12,000 years is about to be closing very soon. That phrasing, isn't that what Roger said? The negotiator of Paradigm City? I suppose he is someone else who would know about it. The loop of eternity is closing. The appearance of the ball is also proof of that. The natural enemies of humanity. What on earth is with that loop of eternity? The answer to that is something you will need to discover for yourself. As one who bears the Sigma. That phrase. Can you not believe it? However, Hibiki, for now, please do listen to what I have to say. As someone whose goals align with mine. Goals? That's right. Just like you, I am an accursed existence. However, just like you, I've been pursuing those angels that you've talked about. What? The reaction is getting stronger. It looks as if they're approaching Rock Island, Muro's private room. So you are a Muro Ray. The Altarian who killed Jin? Please, don't get things wrong. Technically, I am not from Altair. It does seem so. No, I'm not a human from Altair. It does seem so. You don't feel like you're human at all. As expected of one of the new forms of humanity, you have incredible senses. Did you come here to kill me? I don't intend to do something as boorish as that. After all, I have high hopes for you. Hopes. That's right. In order to deal with those Hutter fools, your power will be necessary. This is an intruder alarm? So his subordinates have arrived. Do try your hardest, Amuro Ray. What was with that? Isn't that what Hibiki was talking about? The way he looked. He almost was like some kind of angel. Chapter 38. Overflowing Life. So I'm pretty sure all our Valkyries should be better from the start. The Geminis are approaching! You've got quite an eclectic collection.
Yeah.
So even Z-Blue has scattered their forces here now. There's no need to send the main squadron here. With this many people, I should be more than capable of defeating them. It looks as if the Geminis are utilizing units they've scavenged off the battlefields. They've even got some Altarian units. Prepare everyone to launch. We can't let the Geminis approach the fleet. Launch your 9 teams. I don't know who's going to be at which head. But
Let's see.
alright. Our VF-25 has been loaded with reactionary weaponry and MDE rounds. And the VF-22 has been equipped with reactionary weaponry as well. Everyone, be careful how you use them. Understood. This time for certain, we'll be sure to take them down. Looks like Alto's fired up. Is it because our sponsors are watching? And in addition, over here... No, but in contrast, over here... Get a hold of yourself, Andy! The enemies are here! Just leave me alone. This isn't good. There's no way he can launch. Mix, do you have any idea what's happened to Andy? I've got no idea. About anything that's happened to that hole-digging idiot. Mix? What's wrong, Hibiki? You're making a really scary face there. He's going to be here soon. That's... Advent? Is he here to defeat us by helping the Geminis? Wait a minute, Captain Ozma. I think he's here to help us out. Can you trust him? I've already explained my circumstances to Hibiki. For now, we need to defeat the Geminis. I'll watch your back, Hibiki. Thanks. The ones who interfered with us back at Orb. And a lot of stools. If you think that everything will go as you have planned, you are completely wrong. And allow me to teach you as well that not all of Chrono wishes to cooperate with your goals. Alright, everyone. Cooperate with Advent. Take the Geminis down. Hibiki, we'll leave you to watch him. Understood. Now then, let us go, Hibiki. We shall protect humanity's history with our own hands. Do not let Amada, Hibiki, or Advent die. Defeat the Diosk A to continue on the stage. SR point is kill all other enemies, and then defeat the Diosk A with a maximum break within 4 turns.
Okay. Specific, but should be doable.
Not going to use... what's his name first? Sarah.
No. Because I slightly messed up. Because Aquarion.
So, the Geminis have been reduced to using random stuff. Could you check some of the random things for me? I'm very curious if they're being manned or are just AIs.
Wow, that is no pilots.
Yeah, because Andy isn't available. Looks like AI.
Yep.
Those, of course, are being controlled by their people.
Yep, it's gonna be all AI.
AI for all of the random units.
Right.
So that means that only the manned Gemini units have...
Quickly check here.
You have
Map
MDE
attack.
round map attack, post-movement, and reactionary weaponry, hit all, 3 to 7. Ignore size. Gemlin also has reactionary weaponry,
warhead.
3 to 7, hit all. Totsugeki Love Heart. Yeah, the important thing about the fact that only the normal units are manned is that they're the only ones with the new type abilities. Technically it's telekinesis, but it counts basically as a new type ability.
As slightly weaker than cyber new types, I believe. So this time we should get another map attack as well, I believe.
Yes. Soon we will get another map attack.
I don't know how useful that one is.
I mean, it's not bad.
I assume it's not post-movement.
I don't think so, but giving the Aquarion with its super stats a map attack.
Alright, thinking about it.
Not going to use your hit all because you have Luca.
Because Luca. And Luca needs kills.
The event is the same as always. Yes. Yeah, HP recovery small, energy recovery small, all canceller.
I'm just trying to determine if this looks good or absolutely awful.
I think it looks fine. It's not, the best design ever by a long shot, but
it looks like what happens if you turned a Gaim Rider into a mech and then gave a random person free customization over it. You know what I mean?
Not quite.
It looks very hodgepodge.
I think it's supposed to look vaguely kingly.
If that's the intent, it's heavily failing.
I mean, its head is very kingly. It's also got, like, sort of crystally bits and such. It appears as if you've grown far stronger than when last we met, Hibiki. Huh? If it's you, I'm certain you'll be able to transcend even Gadlight someday. Let us go! Yeah, it's by no means a great unit, but it's not bad, design-wise. Also, I personally really like Advent's theme. Son of Sun.
Nope.
No, you do not have Accelerate on them. Beam Confuse.
No.
Yeah, I know you didn't use it.
So you're already aced, you don't even need that.
Hello, Claire. Yes, come over here. Hello, old kitty. My oldest cat.
She is real old.
Quite old.
And does not show any signs of
slowing down.
Really, outside of lack of cleaning her fur.
She's almost as old as you.
Yeah.
So, old cat. Say kitty. You're snipping, girl. Be careful. Be careful, little slippy cat.
Yeah, let's just go. Try again?
Try again. Eventually we'll get Dynamite Explosion. I believe.
Should. Hello? The one we don't get is Power to the Dream.
Chapter 43.
Since Power to the Dream is Tengoku only.
Yes, chapter 43, you get Dynamite Explosion. We're on 38 right now. Dynamite Explosion is both a song Basara can use and... Oh hey, you got a spare gen drive there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very nice, though. Spare gen drives are good. Super useful to have on supers.
Just what's your shooting? 271. Just mop up some of these things.
As the seed theme continues to play. You won't be able to do that.
Yeah, I might. This genuinely might be able to.
By the time we get everyone else back, Chiriko will have his burglary dog.
Yep.
Yep.
See? It's because it's been dealing on average 10,000 damage. This is why K is still the most broken thing ever. Just gonna have him try and mop up all of these. Because these ones are the most annoying.
The question is, would you have known about this at all, or thought to try this had you not found it online?
The tension razor part? Maybe?
I'm just talking about the whole setup here for K, Destroyer of Worlds.
Well, to be fair, the Ozma part isn't actually part of the setup.
Just, would you have used K this much like this had you not known that?
Yeah, actually. I used the Argus a fair bit when replaying Z2. For the sole reason of it's fast and gets love fairly early.
Wall.
Yeah.
Drassies.
It has both luck and love. It's like Alto. Wait, it still has...
He's got luck.
Yeah, he's got different skills now because he has a sub-pilot. That's all of those dead. You're the only one left.
Trying to drag Analotta over?
Yeah, because if everyone else is dead, she should actually move.
Maybe.
I think. Yes.
Yep. No percent. No chance.
Yeah, no reason not to.
Yeah, no. I was going to say because, you know, there's still more stage to go.
I have resuppliers, though. It's not like losing Will is a massive thing.
Since I'm piloting the Yosk, failure will not be tolerated. Yep, that's how it is.
What do you think of Wristblade beams? For lack of a better term.
It makes more sense on a mech than it does in a person. I mean, the way that would make the most sense to me was if you have one where, like, the entire hand flips up. Because that way... flips up and out of the way, because that way the hand
No, not
is
Assassin's
not
Creed
little.
style Wristblade. Most beam Wristblades are on the top.
It flips down then still, but the point is that way, if you have the hand flip entirely out of the way, that way there's no chance of damaging the hand, and you can use the entire forearm.
What has he gotten?
Direct hit.
Go for it.
That's the one where, you know...
I know.
Yeah. Because if you have the entire hand flip out of the way, that means that, firstly, the hand won't get damaged, and secondly, you are free to use the entire forearm for that beam weapon.
Yeah.
So rather than just having, you know, a small emitter covering part of the forearm, the entire forearm inner armor can be used as storage bits for the whole length of the beam weaponry. Focusers, energy condensers, whatever you need.
Then there's the Turn X.
Splits into 13 beam weapons.
No, I just mean it's Beam Saber. Have you seen the Turn X's Beam Saber?
No.
It is the left arm, I believe. Which can also perform a Shining Finger.
Yep.
That's explicitly what it's called.
I know that it can do that, which I find weird but hilarious.
I don't know if it's the most asymmetrical suit, but it is one of them.
I feel the Astaroth is probably far more asymmetrical, but
Have you seen the Turn X?
I believe so. I'll go ahead and fish it up
I
again
was
here.
gonna say, not a single part of it is. Even its visor isn't, because its visor is made of stained glass.
Yeah, I'd say... So look at the Turn X, I would say, yes, the Turn X is a very asymmetrical suit, but I don't think it beats the Astaroth, because the Turn X at least has a unified design.
True.
It's, you know, got
I do
unified...
this because dialogue is
Yeah.
definitely about to pop up.
Yeah. Sword interlopers joined hands with the imitation? I won't forgive you calling him an imitation. After all, he is a man who will someday transcend even godlike Mansam. Advent? Now then, let us go, Hibiki. Yeah. By defeating her, we shall send our letter of challenge to Godlight. Yeah. I'll take the first shot. The Geminis are approaching! Come at me. I'll show you my anger. Now let's attack. Let's give it everything we got. I would control the demon system. With everything we've got. Proud everything we have!
Just think about it. I am actually rather sad that G Gundam is not in this.
Because Hibiki's a martial artist?
Yes, I just would love to see Domon Kashu attempting to comfort Hibiki. Attempt to go, it's okay.
Being defeated by you would be the worst disgrace imaginable to me. You're already in range of me. He began to that by screaming about how the Geminis are only really good at cowardly tricks. Yes, the Turn X is an asymmetrical suit, but it at least still has the unified color scheme and armor scheme. Because, I mean, really all that's particularly asymmetrical on the Turn X is its right arm and its backpack. The legs seem to be pretty much the same, the shoulders seem to be pretty much the same, the chest and head are pretty much the same. Fusion Destruction Manipulator for its right arm. And that's where the beam emitters are. Can be a beam cannon or a beam saber, and the source of the Shining Finger attack. Come here, kitty. Yeah, the Astaroth Renascimento, or just the Astaroth. It doesn't even have a unified design. Is the right half of it is, you know, Gundam white.
Here's an attack we're unlikely to see.
Well, I don't know about that. I've confirmed all enemies, all allies are out of range. Launching! Because I used Gambling quite a bit alongside Basara. Because they make a good team. I mean, it's almost like they're designed to be.
Yeah, it's almost like...
It's almost like the Des wanted Basara and Gamblin to be together most of the time.
Especially with his ace bonus.
His ace bonus and the fact that they share a, you know...
Combo attack.
Combo attack.
Dynamite explosion punch. Sorry if my words are getting muffled. They're coming out straight into a cat.
Do you think there were enemies who could cause problems for me out in this galactic backwater? Galactic backwater. You're going to maximum break with them, or are you going to save them for part 2?
Given that they were the only ones who could end it this turn, I think. What's their number? 2 to 4. Oh no. I can deal with that. Camille can do it.
Make sure to maximum break.
Yeah, I was just checking to ensure range.
Don't think you really needed to do that, but maximum break.
If the Hyper Beam Saber somehow fails to deal that much damage, I do have a backup still. You look very grumpy.
She just always looks that way. She hardly ever looks happy.
And you have very waxy ears.
My cat. What a failure this is!
Beautiful explosion.
I can't go back and tell the commander about this. Analotta, don't think you'll get away here. Wait just a minute. I have business with that woman. That man again? What's with that squad? They're completely different from the Altarian army we've seen till now. It's almost as if they're phantoms straight from hell. It seems as if he's brought along something quite troublesome. To attempt to get in the way of our fight? Silence. Is that all? You don't even have... Fighting you would be beneath my interests. You... Just wait. I don't have time to deal with a pitiful thing like you. Or would you prefer to die here? All units, retreat. Hurry. How unsightly. He saved us. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah. I definitely sense the malice coming from him. Show me your power. He left? But it looks like he's left us quite a present here. All units, repel the Altarian military. We don't have any data on these enemies. Be careful. What's wrong, Amada? It's nothing. Even though it's the first time we've met, I felt something off about that man. What is this feeling? So, destroy all enemies.
Fun fact, these are shadow angels.
These are cherubims.
Same difference.
Cherubim soldiers. Rail level 3, counter level 4, support defend level 1. You get bonus Z chips if you have Basara sing at them.
I was going to say, and fun fact, they take damage from Basara.
And they have a single attack. Blizzard. Hit all. Range 1 to 7. Let's go, skeletons! Wait a minute, Basara! Even if it's you, that's completely pointless! As long as they'll listen to my music, I'd even... As long as they hear my music, even the dinosaur skeletons in museums will set up a dance. And so, listen to my song!
I think those are dancing for a different reason. I think that's because your music is too loud.
With a missile, just listen to this explosive sound! The power of life. It burns. No matter who may try and stop me, I'll keep on singing! Huh? I took damage from Basara's song? A clash of positive and negative power. It looks as if positive won. Let's keep going, Basara! Looks like they aren't good at dealing with our music. As if something like that could happen! As long as they listen to my music, they instantly realize how stupid it is to keep fighting! Let's go, skeletons! I'll make you shiver to your very bones!
How much did these things have?
25,000.
A fair bit.
Yes, Flash.
More dialogue.
Whenever I see these skeletons, something at the very deep depth of my heart feels like it's hurting. Does this have something to do with those memories that were sealed away by the Geminis? Who knows? Probably because they're, you know, original Aquarion enemies, I think. Original Aquarion had some very weird enemies.
Original Aquarion had Genfudo.
Yeah.
Who is just infinitely worse than Zen.
Design-wise. And probably personality-wise as well, but it's still the same guy.
Everything begins with a song!
Is there any reason you haven't given a Mega Booster to the, Macross?
I don't know.
Just curious.
I think it's because I just gave it to other people. I gave one to the Big O, I believe.
Punch the gap between its legs.
Yeah, that works.
I felt Destroid's attack. That was a good bit of damage.
Well, yeah, they're the same size, I believe.
No, I think those are only 1L, but I could be wrong. Yep, 1L.
So size advantage.
Put them on par with the Aquarion. Rock Island does not have much.
The Rock Island is basically worthless because I haven't leveled it at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are ships you use, and then there are ships you don't use. I really wouldn't recommend that. The Methus is not built for combat at all.
Yeah, no.
Even in series, it wasn't built for combat. Wasn't there someone who needed resupplying? Yeah, the Orcus. Kay was running out of missiles.
Well, not really, because I'd only used 7.
It looked like he was down to 5 for his all-out barrage.
He has an absurd number of missiles.
Truly absurd. But he has finally encountered enemies he has no hopes of one-turning. I mean, personally against them, I'd just use your missile gun. So that way, Ozma can get a hit in as well. That's just my personal thought.
The new has done nothing so far this stage.
Yep, because you don't have it paired with someone who can accelerate.
Okay.
You can't attack. It's because of the nature of a hit all. Yeah, there are some quirks of the battle system I don't quite get, like how if it's a hit all attack, you can't have both of them attack. It's like, I kind of understand it, but I also don't.
From a gameplay point, I understand it. From an actual point, no, I don't at all.
Going to let the new do something? The
not-
dreaded all-range attack?
The new won't be able to kill on its own. So first. Now the new may be able to kill.
With support attack, I'd say yes. Clearly, because it only thinks you need Vulcans. That man. What on earth was he trying to do by coming all the way to my room? It looks as if he's moving independently from the main Altarian army. We'll need to be careful about this.
Muro's jacket is just wonderful. Would you not agree?
I don't remember what his charged counterattack outfit looks like.
The sort of black bomber jacket-esque thing with the red collar that you can see there.
And there we go. The most famous line, this new Gundam isn't just for show. Keep on punching.
I mean, seriously, this must be where half the budget went.
As off goes the Psycho Frame.
As many people say. So that's where all the budget from...
We've confirmed a distortion of the dimensional boundaries. Reinforcements are arriving. This is bad. And so we're having even more enemies now! Even more skeletons? This is bad. The entire fleet's gonna get wrapped up in this. But man, what on earth is he? Is he working independently from the Altarian military? He hasn't changed at all. Commander Fudo? When did he get on the quarter? I stowed away. Again? Element change. Andy W hull to the Gepard. Mix to the Spada. Commander, with where Andy is right now, I refuse to accept any objections. Andy? Get a hold of yourself, Andy. I'm completely useless. Commander? Why are you thinking telling Andy to fight like that? That's right. Andy W. Hall. Just keep on falling like that. This feeling is... It almost feels like he's trying to swallow himself up into a hole. Please stop! At this rate! Falling into the ground. And from there, a new life is born. Does anyone know what he's saying? Not a clue. Seeds that fall to the ground turn into sprouts. And eventually they grow higher and higher. And then they connect this life to the next. So, does no one have any hopes for me right now? That's fine. However, unless you attempt to change yourself, even if 12,000 years should pass, for you nothing will change. 12,000 years? That man is... Kono Suzushiro. Yes? Use your power to connect everyone's hearts. And at that time, bananas shall reach for the sun! I've got no clue what he's saying, but... This is... warm. This is... That's right. It's just like the warmth of that footpath. Is that alchemy? I think Fudo is talking about alchemy here for some reason. Yes, alchemy. I'm not totally certain. This is more crazy Fudoism. Something about how in ancient alchemical texts it was said that men and women would stay together in order to fill each other's emptinesses, becoming one and giving birth to new life. Let's see. In that warmth, your hearts mixed together. And in doing so, they should have been able to unify. Remember that. Leaving that aside, Commander, what on earth was with the bananas you left? Right now, all of you are unripe. Long ago, in the Garden of Eden, the snake that deceived Eve hid itself in a banana tree. Bananas themselves are the fruits of paradise, and the fruit of the sun. Along with maturity, they reach towards the heavens, and their fruits continue on. Feels as if I'm being warmed from the depths of my body. Andy screaming something about bananas I don't fully get, but here we go.
I think that should hit my ally, but...
Now, peel off, Aquarion! Everyone, let's go! The Cluster Mugen Punch. He did it? Awesome! The crane said something ridiculous again? I did fine. After all, that's the kind of thing it is. How many times have we heard that before? This is the flowing of water, and then she'll be the guide to the sun. Let's go, Mixamata! We'll clean up the rest of the skeletons. Sickle go! You're back to normal, Andy? Yeah. I'm sorry, Mix. It's fine, Andy. I think I've understood what you were trying to say there. Then, don't get too cocky here. This is completely different from that. Is that so? He's out of it again? Who cares about that right now? Keep fighting, Andy! Understood, sir? He really isn't ready yet. And the Aquarion now has Cluster Mugen Punch.
Reasonable.
Not post-movement, but pierces barriers and ignores size. Requires 140 will and 72 energy. Oh, that's super weak. Come to me, my cat. How are you, girl?
I'm not sure. Let's see how much damage.
Kaboom! Double
This
missile gun
feels-
plus Ozma. They should both be pretty buffed by Basara. Focus fire on a single point.
And it's not like Ozma's bad. Yeah, this thing's dead.
Yep. Guy mode available.
Just thinking about it. Yes, you do have.
Yeah. Luca's probably... Ozma definitely gets it. Michelle I'm not sure about, and Luca I don't think does. I don't think Luca gets either, but I could be wrong.
Let's see what yours looks like. Since this is the attack he's least likely to be using frequently.
Reactionary weaponry. Punch a hole with reactionary weaponry. Very bright.
Also rather strong. Just thinking about it.
Oh no, he does get reactionary rounds. And the MDEs? Huh. Interesting. I never used Luca, so I don't really know, but...
Well, that would explain why his strongest attack is the...
Ghosts.
Why the ghosts are assist.
Yeah, because they aren't eventually.
That actually makes Luca even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never used Luca.
But seeing him in action, you have to
Yeah,
agree.
he's decent.
The ghosts are remarkably strong. I think I forgot to... Yeah, I forgot to. Oh well.
You couldn't have. You didn't have any stars. Because remember, it's only a single enemy you're taking out here. Even if it is a big, tough one.
And let's finish this with Guy mode. First, just
to confirm it.
Yeah, just to confirm. Wow, even that almost was too much.
Why don't you do the second attack here, as that's the one we see the
That's
least.
what I was planning on doing.
This one should be Midgard Smart, I think. Let's decide this in an instant. We've exceeded 150% of the Jetian's output. With his strength, I can do it. Pierce through.
A certain scientific railgun style.
Kinda. confirmed all enemies have been destroyed. Looks like they don't have any reinforcements. What the hell was with those with that man? That guy? Summoning skeletons out of nowhere? He doesn't seem to be human. Tin called that man Mikage. Mikage? Huh? Now then... I came here just to be a messenger, but it would seem as if things were some rather unexpected things happened. I've told Hibiki all the information you'll need to know about us. As soon as the seals on your memories are truly undone, the true battle shall commence. Mr. Advent? Just call me Advent. You know something about those angels, right? They are my destined foes. Someone that I am destined to come in conflict with. Huh? The fact that I was able to assist you here is brings me greatest pleasure. May we meet again. Advent. Strange description being used here for him. Something about how he's bright and warm, almost like a moon in June. No, the sun in June. There we go.
That makes more sense.
Yes. What do you think, Amuro? I don't feel anything hidden behind his actions. However, since we don't know everything we need to about Chrono, we can't communicate about him. A cursed existence, the same as me. Looks like he's also tracking down Godlight just like we are. It looks that way. Back to Island 1. He's been like this ever since the fight ended. It really does look like something happened with Mix. Just shut it. Andy, here, take this. A banana? I don't really know what's happened, but these ones are ripe and they're pretty good. He's telling the truth. Is it thanks to the new skill the Aquarion learned, I wonder? That might be. Come to think of it, where's Commander Fudo? Like always, he disappeared. He really does come and go as he pleases, doesn't he? You going to have some, Mikono? No. They're a bit large for me, and it feels a bit embarrassing. You're just too worried about it. It's because there are guys like you here. Please, stop already. Just leave me alone. Looks like Andy's been hurt pretty badly, huh? Hey, Melaine. What? Nikki Bassar or Captain Gamlin? If you really had to choose, which one of them would you pick? Huh? You know, I think it's because I did go and confess to Amada that I can talk with the kind of the way I am right now. If Amada had just been sort of had been more wishy-washy with his answers and stuff, I feel that I would have felt a lot worse about it. Wait a minute. But no matter what, I'll still keep thinking about Amada. I don't care if it's just a single-sided love. As long as I can do that at least. Jessica? Alright. That's Act 1 done.
Free slot again. Luca.
So we'll go through one more chapter here. we have a bit more Aquarion stuff to be happening.
I think he's still... Yeah, he's still next.
Because Hathaway's Hathaway, and no one in their right mind uses Hathaway.
Spare gen drive.
I do feel, though, that it's highly likely we will get a lot more Hathaway's Flash stuff here in Super Robot Wars, since both Hathaway's Flash is getting films, and they already have units for Hathaway's Flash from,
XT?
It was either V or T. One of them has the Penelope and the She. What's wrong, Master Hamlin? No. I was just trying to think about the reason that Basara's songs damaged those skeletons. Well then, why did you try and talk with me about it? From what I was able to observe, it seems as if the positive power contained in Master Basara's singing was able to cancel out the negative power that was animating those skeletons. Positive and negative? They're two fundamental forces that affect everything in this universe. Like light and shadow, male and female, good and evil, light and darkness, white and crimson, Char and Amuro, Basara and Gamlin. Wait a minute! Is it something off about that last one? Well, and so, at any rate, Master Basara's songs have a power that can oppose those skeletons. Let's see. I don't know. You could think of it as their existence being abnormal, and something that is not permitted by this dimension. I kind of understand that, but kind of don't as well. Well then, what about this explanation? Thanks to Master Basara's singing, those skeletons were able to go to heaven. I can kind of understand that. I'm certain that if you talk about this with Master Basara, he will be incredibly upset. So please, keep this between us.
Hello.
By the way, with the skeleton's reaction to Master Basara's songs, 50 Z-chips were created. I've added them to the squadron's stockpile. But did songs have that kind of strength? If I had the opportunity, I'd love to sing a song and try to stop them. If that is the case, why do you not attempt singing before Captain Bright? Why? I have a feeling that if you attempted that, just like the name Londo Bell implies, bells would swiftly be ringing very quickly. And what do you mean by that? I'm sorry, but I have to be guiding people around the D-Trader right now. Very swift slap to the head. Master Andy? It appears as if he has suffered quite a grievous wound here. If that is the case, why don't I offer you some mixed juice? Oh, it appears as if I have only deepened the hole he is digging for himself. Well then. And why don't I put on this remixed album from Twinkle Project? Well then. And why don't I show off my my business special Atomic Smile? And what are you doing? Commander Fudo? I was merely attempting to cheer up Master Andy. Leave Andy to me. I have to head off to my next destination here. But Andy W. Hall, remember these words. No matter how far a human may sink, once they've hit the bottom, all that's left is up. No matter how far you sink, it truly is the truth. Even if you say that. If you are still becoming depressed, it is merely proof that you have not fallen in as deeply as you can, Master Andy. Please leave me alone. I don't want to imagine things getting even worse than they are right now. Even I cannot imagine what it may be like, but at any rate. Please get a hold of yourself. Elf, you're acting like you're the protagonist of some manga or something. Mix. Well, leaving aside the depressed boy in the corner, today's well. Let's get to selling. And today as well, we're having a special sale for outer space. It is a cosmic sale! Mix. 50 Z-chips acquired.
Anything interesting selling right now?
Just a sniper kit and a Quent sensor.
Nah.
So,
let's go.
time for a heartbreak.
Yep, time for that.
September 5th. Unified Calendar Year 1. Altarian Commander's Room. Let's see. The Iron Seas... what rate? The Iron Seas operation rate has fallen below 40%. It's moving faster than expected. I think the cause is the unexpected amount of energy being used for dimensional transfers, sir. Let's see. In addition, thanks to the fact that dimensional boundaries around Vega are stabilizing, it becomes more... the amount of energy we have to use goes up by the day. So in other words, in order to open a dimensional gate, we need to use far more energy than planned. If we continue attempting to invade Vega, the citizens will dip below the energy levels needed for the citizens' bare necessities. It is expected there will be enormous riots. So we've come so far, there's no going back, Any word on Kagura's location? I sincerely apologize. He's still unknown. It's probably something to do with Mikage. He won't even spare a single thought for the future of Altair. Huh? But even so, he was able to find the strongest regular for us. Prepare the Ahuragnis for launch. Commander Izumo, I'm headed to Vega. Looks like it's finally time for me to head back there again. Alicia. In order for this world to be reborn, I will be sure to find the true Eve. Might be that we'll be able to meet again. That child that you left behind on Vega. Somewhere in L5 space. Quarter briefing room. Get a hold of yourself, Andy. If you're going to be depressed, don't do it in your own room. Andy's supposed to be one of the moonmakers for the group. If he keeps on acting like that, everyone's going to be depressed. It is true that if things continue on like this, it'll be bad. Have you got any ideas, Mix? No, not really. I was just wondering what happened. Mix? Miss Suzune, where's the Blue heading right now? We're headed to the plants in L5. The space colony is where the coordinators live, huh? Yes, the plants are supposed to be neutral here, but it looks as if they've been gradually slipping towards supporting Neo Zeon. I see. So we're headed off to investigate that. It'd be nice if nothing happens. Come to think of it, where's Jessica? He's doing some melee training along with Hibiki. Huh? With Hibiki? Wait a minute. Are they just going to wind up overtraining themselves there? Alright, Jessica, Hibiki. With that, the special program's over. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Ensign Reddy. You've gotten quite a bit better, Hibiki. Finally been able to clear 70% on a grade 3 simulator. But it's still nowhere near enough for being able to master Guy mode. Good luck to you too, Jessica. Great work out there, Jessica. Don't you think you're trying a bit too hard to attempt to keep up with Hibiki's training? I was just remembering. After all, I'm the sort of girl who doesn't know how to do anything but fight. Jessica? Things have just been a little weird recently. Enough that I can't even laugh about it. That's not quite true, Jessica. Huh? It is true that you are a splendid pilot. But more than that, you're you, right? Whether you fight or not, it's all up to you. So you don't have to push yourself to fight. Thanks, Kira. I think I feel a little better after hearing that. You should probably hurry up and go to sleep here. Rest both your body and your heart. Besides, if you wind up becoming a training maniac like Hibiki over here, you'll be fighting even in your dreams. I mean, come on. There's such a thing as image training, isn't there? He wasn't joking? It's just like everyone says, Jessica. You should rest a while. Mix? With Andy in the state he's in right now, what would you do if you collapsed as well? You really are nice, aren't you, Mix? I am the class representative, after all. Well, I won't allow people to collapse on my watch. Thanks. Oh, come on! That's not what is... What is it? Why is everyone smiling so happily over here? Alright, come on, let's go, Jessica! Yeah. They really are good friends, aren't they? No matter what Mix may say, she really is good at looking out for people. I'm certain that if some time passes, she'll be able to be honest with herself about Andy. The bigger problem's Jessica, isn't it? Seems like she's in pretty bad shape. That's gotta be it. It's got something to do with Amada, doesn't it? But isn't it if Amada was in the wrong for rejecting her? I know. But after all, just liking someone isn't a crime. It's not something bad. It'd be nice if she was able to get over this at some point soon, but... Well, in order to prevent that from happening, rather than just having Mix take care of it, everyone's gonna have to look out for Jessica, aren't we? Shin. What? I wonder about that. What if you try and take Amada's place in her heart? What? That's an idea, isn't it, Edson? I know, right? Wait a minute! What? You weren't satisfied against? With something? After all, Jessica's athletic and cute, isn't she? I do agree with that, but... Oh, come on, Shin. At a time like this, you've got to be sure to say it clearly. I've already got a girlfriend. Don't you? Is that so? After all, part of the reason Shin was pushing himself so hard yesterday is because he's going to get to meet with her at the plants tomorrow. Come to think of it, I did hear something like that from Camille, didn't I? So even Shin does things I didn't know about. But hey, don't just push this all onto me, Kira. Aren't you excited that you're going to get to see Lacus again? Of course I am. Wait a minute. Lacus? Is that the legendary singer of the plants, Lacus Climb? Yep. What? But I was a fan of hers. Yeah, Ensign Reddy's awfully meek, isn't he? But I'm shocked too. Someone like that is Kira's girlfriend? What are you saying, Hibiki? After all, oh, you've got that rumored nurse, don't you? I guess so. How nice it must be to be young. The glory of youth. I thought I'd heard about it from Shin before. But wasn't Locus also a part of Zexus? Yeah. But right now she's working at the plants in order to try and stop this war. After all, the plants suffered a lot during the Many Worlds War. I don't think they'll push themselves into a needless one here. It'd be good if that was the case. Kira? What is it? This heavy and oppressive feeling I'm sensing around the plants. L5. Plant. Zodiac Alliance of Freedom Treaty. Gundam just loves their Z's. The Order just loves Zodiac. Zodiac Alliance of Freedom Treaty. Order of Zodiac. I'm surprised they don't have a full Zodiac-themed Gundam series. Yeah, it would clash with Z anyway. The Z series anyway. Best not to have something like that in here. Plant border. The plant director's room. Miss Lacus? You were taking a long time to come back after the conference ended, so we came to pick you up. Thank you for that. From the looks of things, it's not going well. It appears as if the entire council is also overwhelmingly voting to support Neo Zeon. With this, rather than attempting to help the space noids, it's just moving on those intense feelings. So the curse of Patrick Zola hasn't disappeared yet. Even if the world entirely changed thanks to two enormous dimensional quakes, the wounds left in people's hearts won't heal so easily. The fervor with Neo Zeon's been feeling increasingly abnormal here recently, hasn't it? Is it due to Lieutenant Quattro? I mean, Charaznapol? I don't know, but for sure. But for the plant to get involved with the war with Earth, it's going to be another fight between coordinators and naturals. That's the seed before, and it's going to be it here again. There's no direct link we have to Neo Zeon. It's just people moving on emotions. It's almost as if we're just getting swept along with the current here. Have you received any word from Atherin and the others? At this point in time, they haven't found any particularly useful information. For now, Atherin and Luna are working to try and find the connections to the council members in Neo Zeon at the moment. As soon as they find something, if they find something, we might be able to actually stop this weird course of events. All we can do right now is wait for them. But come on, even though the president's been slowly leaking information about the Eternity Flat, everyone's still caught up in this war. We only have 2 months and a little more. That's the time limit for all humanity. At that time, if we're still fighting this war, Earth, there's been nothing that can do about the end of humanity. Mr. Waldfeld? I guess even for a joke, that was in poor taste. Sorry, Malin. What we can do in the time we have left is very limited. Sea Blue's trying their best, though, aren't they? So we've got to give everything we've got. This alarm is... Fudger are approaching the plant? Staff Squadron are heading out to strike them down. Even if we aren't directly involved in this war, there's still things like this happening, huh? Kira. Chapter 39. Rare Igler. Poor Zaku's. They didn't stand a chance.
You haven't actually captured any Zaku warriors yet, have we?
No. Because, I mean, there isn't much Seed stuff that happens. The story of Seed is all over. This is looking bad. It'll be fine, Mr. Waldfeld. Sea Blues are arrived. Launch your squads.
10 squads!
Not that you're going to use them.
Alright, let's see. That's clearly where the team's going to be.
Yeah, where the Aquarion will be. It's not a good layout for Basara.
No, it is not.
You have to decide. Ibiki or the Unicorn? Who really needs to be hit more with Basara's songs?
Planning on hitting this zone. So, the Unicorn. For the sole reason of Zeta.
Okay. Vajra have shown up again? Yet if it is proof that the dimensional hunters haven't fully stabilized, it's not something we want to see in succession here. Zaft's retreated? What? So we're gonna have to fight this on our own? Come back, you idiots! Zaft exists to protect the plants! Leave it, Shin. We need to take out this Vajra. But we need to focus on what's in front of us right now. At this rate, the plants are going to be attacked by the Vajra. I understand. Can the Aquarion fight right now? We'll be fine even if Andy isn't here. Remaining members will do whatever we can. Looks like you're going all out, Jessica. After all, that's my job, isn't it? Miss Jessica. It hurts enough I can't even look. All units, proceed to take out the Vajra. Don't let them approach the plants. Eliminate all enemies. Don't let the Aquarion die. Hello. Hi. How are you? Happy kitten. Allow me to adjust. Say hi to the camera. You do not want to do that. Okay. I will not push you. I don't want to push the kitten to do something she doesn't want to.
She decided to sort of dip when I was holding her.
So you've got a lot of Vajra out there, but in good news, it looks like you don't have any particularly tough ones.
You were saying?
Oh, no, there are some. There are some battleships and some hunters. 3 battleships and 3 hunters.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm debating just leaving my line and just letting Basara do his thing.
Should have focused if you were going to do that. And more importantly, there's more stage to come. You're going to have to fight Aquarion troops as well.
Of course. What's better than Aquarion troops?
And you're going to have a very interesting SR point. You're going to have to defeat Izumo within 3 turns. He retreats after 3 turns, or if he gets below 15,000 HP.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
It's quite an HP point to retreat at. How are you, kitten? Yeah, there's not much special going on.
Yeah, not much to really talk about.
But hey, the new anime season is starting here soon. or should have already started, so there should be new shows to watch here very soon and over the weekend. Hope there's some good stuff in there. And can't wait for Build Divers Re-Rise to come back in April.
Because Re-Rise was very good.
We won't be able to say that for certain until it's finished, but
It's had a good start.
it's all up to where they go from here, though. Curly Kitten. Finfunnel? Finfunnel. Mur loves using his funnels.
Each time one of these teams dies, it gets harder and harder to kill the battleships.
Mm-hmm. Because Basara's singing.
I just need hot blood.
Each one shoots a different one. Meow.
Beyond the time.
Meow. Oh dear.
Second frame online.
Hmm.
It's your oh dear.
Something that hopefully we will never have to do. Quickly looking at news here. For those who do not know, GDQ, Games Done Quick, is on right now, which is a wonderful thing on Twitch where people are speedrunning games to earn money for charities. Man running Bioshock faked a catastrophic crash during his run.
What?
Yes. He did something to the game files to cause it, when he did a glitch, to have a blue screen of death error.
Why?
Just as a joke. He apologized to his tech crew multiple times afterwards, as he had not warned anyone he was going to be doing this.
That's...
I hope we never have that happen while we are streaming, but that is not a good idea.
Well, if we're ever suddenly off the air...
It'll probably be because a cat has stepped on the power switch.
Yeah.
We have had that happen once, haven't we?
Not while streaming.
Right, that was a thunderstorm.
Alright, first of all,
Try again.
try again.
Goodbye, Vajra.
Get rid of at least one hunter and one...
Battleship. You aren't going to be able to do a second, but...
Yeah, I will.
No, a third is what I meant.
Ah, that... yeah.
I would go get the battleship if I was you. Either a battleship or another hunter. Looks like you can't get another hunter, so...
That's why I was...
That hunter's already taken damage.
Yeah, sure, let's go for...
Do-do-do. Hi, kitty. No, fingers are not for chewing on, Paloma. I tell you this every time. You are a very good kitty, but... First MDE round of the game.
This will definitely take out at least one of them.
Micro-dimension eaters. We even got one of the hunters there. Far more than I expected.
A little bit more than I expected. Okay, let me just go ahead and get a kill.
That was more than a whole level's worth. you move the new and the Aquarion, it would be very nice. Do turn on the animation, as we have not seen what these Vajra battleships do. We've gotten rid of them too fast with Vasara.
For good reason. Huh. Slightly different.
You're completely wrong
warheads.
if you thought these were normal rounds. Maybe normal warheads?
Normal missiles.
Have you swapped the Aquarion's pilots?
No.
It is what it is.
It's not actually that important. Because
No,
Zeska still has higher stats.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
still
well.
aren't going to.
Still won't get to see what those things do. And that was the last battleship on the field.
Yep. You are not an agent of death this time.
Just missiles.
I think this should still do it.
Probably. No matter where I may be, what I've got to do is still the same, huh?
Flood.
That it is, Kay. The Orgus God of War.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's named for. A God of War at the place he got flung off to. Beam Saber.
Although it probably won't actually get to be seen.
Either way, we still get to listen to Beyond the Time.
The other one killed it.
Not for long, though.
Also just thinking about it.
What?
Just shifting this to Beyond the Time.
This is the nail. That was the Rock Island.
Oh, that's the Rock Island. Still, I've shifted the nail orgama to it. The Rock Island's theme.
Mm-hmm.
For if I ever have to use it again.
You probably will.
That's actually a reasonably useful map attack.
Mm-hmm.
108. What is your map text range? Slightly odd.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what just happened there.
Bit of screen flickering. But things are still working. So you have one set of hunters, and then a couple of weak things. Yeah, having Hibiki take care of the hunters is probably a good idea.
It'll at least deal a decent bit of damage.
I mean, even the Methus might be able to get a kill on one of the weak Vajra. And somehow it does. Seems so weird to me that it's Beam Saber is weaker than its beam gun. It's
That's where you do
arm-mounted
something
beam
useful?
guns.
Cats did something useful.
Well done. Remember, there's more stage to come. Grenade launcher. Not much happening.
Yeah. Have you seen that the unicorn statue does not fully transform?
Really?
It sort of cheats.
Okay.
If you look closely, there are several bits that don't actually transform. They're just always in NTD mode.
Okay. I haven't watched it that closely, so... Should we clear them up?
I know.
Please be careful! Reinforcements are coming! This is bad. They're too close to the plants! This rate the colony will... Did Zaft come back? No. That's... Mikage. So we set those trans-dimensional life forms over here in the name of aiding us. What a pointless gesture. The Altarian military? You think they'd come with such a small force? But there's some stuff I haven't seen there before. A Vega of my youth. I have returned. This is a sound I haven't heard before. It's incredibly deep and sharp. Sharp? I've got no clue what he's saying. But at any rate, looks like that white thing there's the enemy's boss, huh? He's definitely way stronger than that beast kid from before. Don't underestimate him. So there are some people there who could sense my power, If that's the case, I'll confirm your strength. He's coming? Let's go, warriors of Vega. Izuma Voltaire shall face you. Defeat the Aharagists.
Still no SR point.
Yeah, it does look rather regal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That's significantly more regal than...
Command level 4, Prevail level 5, Ultimate. Will up on damage, Spiritual Defense, Fighting Spirit, Unknown, and Multi-Target. 29,500 HP. Has 1 attack. Melee. Because it hasn't shown off its full powers. And will not for a bit. Partially because there are still things to come. There's still one very important event to happen this chapter. Hopefully, it will be okay. But we don't know. Oh look, he thinks just the Vulcans will be good enough. Okay, Kira. Yeah, he knows better than we do most of the time.
Most of the time.
There's no way that would hit. All I can do right now is what I think. All I can do right now is what I can do. What I need to do.
I'm sure that's just you were fumbling on words there for a moment.
Yeah.
But also, I could see Kira saying something that roundabout.
It was more, all I can do right now is what I can do, and what I want to do. Is it bad phrasing? Certainly. He's heading towards the Aquarion.
He's heading towards the Methus.
Vaguely. Bottom. Down 1. For attack.
Okay. There are too many two-character things on there.
Yes. Do I need to, like, make you a sticky note? A post-it note to put somewhere for some of the super basic ones?
I can tell what most of them are most of the time.
But that's only by placement.
Yeah, it's partially by placement and partially by the way the characters look.
I really do need to teach you katakana at some point here. I've said this multiple times, but it hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Try again. You should even be able to double him. Nope. Ah, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6 points.
This man, even amongst the people of Vega, they have a skilled commander. They have a skilled commander fighting. He's strong. Rather than just having skills, I can feel an incredible will radiating off of him. So he senses my feelings. If I'm able to fight against a man such as this, then my coming here to Vega was worth the effort. Feelings alone will not win this fight. Yes, here we get to see what the Neo looks like with its all-range attack when it doesn't kill.
A truly odd thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, punching's still part of it?
Yeah. Just no flying away. What was that? Gundam.
Marginally stronger than
I've heard that those who pilot that have fitting skills. I've already studied how to face guys like this. Beyond the Time. It has strange lyrics.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Do, do.
We can change the happiness.
I belong to you. Do, 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 do.遥かな宇宙のもとコバルトに光る地球がある悲しみはそこから始まって愛しさが
Oh, wait, really?
People who kidnap girl, people who kidnap, I mean, just because it's defeated for them, no matter what may happen, you are my enemies!
Okay, that makes sense.
I do not need your acceptance. All I need to do is carry out my mission. How crazy are you? I can't understand the fact that you'd go about with a method like that. Looks like someone like you needs me to teach them how to properly get women! I think Kay just got love. Did we do it? He really wasn't normal. Well, he really may not be normal. But does an amateur really think they can win against us? I see. With this I have a good understanding of your strengths. Is he trying to run? Pata, finish him off! Understood. As long as we are at a distance, there's nothing to fear from him. Alright, let's go. Mugen punch! Too naive. Heals back up. What? All the energy I've received from you, I'll return it here. And now. He has his own really special way of fighting here. And crazy attacks. Yin-yang attack. You think Aquarion can't take much more of this? Hamada? Young, Allow me to pay respects to your passion at least. What was with that attack? Did he take the offensive energy from the attacks we put into him and return it? Is that his strength? All that's left is... He's targeting the plants? I won't let you attack the plants! Gah. I swore I'd protect them. Kira? Incredible. Kira feels different than usual. It's almost like he's a god of war. As if I'd let this happen, I'll be sure to protect them! This boy... There was a time when, just like him, I put my life on line trying to protect someone. But now But at this rate... Wait a minute. I can't sense any intention to attack from him. What does this mean? I'm broadcasting here to the civilians of this colony, to those with we have crossed paths many times, Z-Blue. I am the Supreme Commander of Altair, Izumo Kamurogi. I do not intend to continue this battle any further. What? Supreme Commander. So he's come out to the battlefield himself? Does he intend to talk with us? Exactly right. I don't intend to commit a senseless slaughter. That man, does he think he's won already? Wait a minute, Hibiki. Altair has methods of dimensional transfer, remember? Here? If we're able to end things just by talking here, we can solve things peacefully. But Captain Amuro, think of all the people they kidnapped from our world. Your rage is completely understandable. However, our world has a reason that we need Igglers, these women of yours. And the reason I've come here right now is in order to obtain the strongest rare Iggler. Strongest rare Iggler? I've got no clue what's going on. But I guess that's the ideal woman he's looking for? I've come here to obtain... In the singer... The rare Iggler known as a singer who lives in this colony. That's... Lucas? Alicia was also a singer. I can understand Mikage's reasoning. We can't accept your demands. I don't know what the hell reasoning you have, but don't think you just take people just because it's convenient for you. Is that so? So you shall go against my wishes. Single-sidedly pushing your Her demands on other people isn't much negotiation, is it? To begin with, we'd like to hear your explanations. Depending on that, that will determine our countermeasures. It's far too late for that. Squeeze attacking? There are other strongest regulars we can capture. The pilots of the Mechanical Angel. What? Is he talking about Mikono and the others? The Mechanical Angel that the warriors of Altair have been fighting. The people piloting it are truly deserving of the title of strongest regular. So that's why Chin tried to... Kyan, have the female elements retreat. Understood. Let's go, Shrade. I couldn't ask for any more, old friend. Amata? It'll be fine, Mikono. We'll be sure to protect you. As a man, and as your brother. It doesn't feel bad to have nothing but men in here once in a while. What guts you have. And that I would expect no less of the men of Vega. However, I have a responsibility as the Supreme Commander of Altair. Any who would get in my way shall be eliminated. Everyone, be careful. It's going to be different than before. Let us fight, warriors of Vega. This is for the sake of the future of Altair. So, within 3 turns, reduce the Aquarion's HP below 15,000, or let 4 turns pass since Izumo named himself. SR point is destroy him. So,
More HP now.
same set. The ultimate has triggered. He has 49,000 HP. He has melee and reversal beam. Splendid movements. You seem to not be any ordinary warrior. This man, he's completely different than anyone I've fought until now. Behind those calm actions of yours, I could sense a fierce passion. It seems as if there are still some people trying to defend this colony. It's just like you say. So that's why I have to stop you here, in order to protect the people I care about. Destiny's full weapons combination. The Destiny's a pretty good unit.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I personally like the Destiny for how versatile it is, but I can understand that it's probably worse overall than the Strike Freedom, which is fully focused on ranged combat.
I mean, in-game it's actually better, except for the map, I believe.
Yeah, so I'm talking about in series or in reality, a specialized suit would probably be better than a generalized suit. In order to go where I need to, I'll...
Just thinking about it, Iron-Blooded Orphans being in a Super Robot Wars would be an absolute pain.
Because of the setting?
No, the setting's easily... You can deal with the setting easily enough. No, because of the extreme beam resistance.
It's enough of a pain in SD Gundam. Yeah, I don't think they'd give it, that crazy of a beam resist. It would probably have lessen beam damage by 2,000. But I mean, usually it's only Gundams who use beam stuff. So, the only ones who would really be affected are the Gundams. Snipe.
No, it's too far away for snipe.
Can you transform him?
Yeah, I can.
But will you still be in range is the question.
With snipe? Yes.
Do you want maximum break?
I am.
Ah, you are. He's not using his strongest.
I know he's not.
Well, I don't think you're going to get SR point here, but...
Oh, right. I forgot about the SR point, actually.
Whatever.
We've got plenty of them. This isn't Z1, where we need 55. Where you can miss, like, 2 SR points total.
That's only if you want, Tifa and the G-bits.
Yeah, that's definitely... This punch is probably going to deal more than 5,000 damage. Or more than 4,000 damage.
Probably. Not too crazy. Only 1,000 over. Or 999 over.
Eh. It's an SR point, it's not that important. I think we've already missed more than 5.
Yeah. This my declaration of war is over. This is more than enough for now. Amada, you can't let him get away. But everyone's exhausted. What are you saying? If we take him out, we can finish this fight against Altair, and we might be able to break through the time prison. Jessica? I'll get to the good part. Mix, I believe this about you. Yeah. Mechanical Angel? Ah! This feeling. The one piloting that really is. How about confirming it for yourself, Izumo? Those eyes of yours. Mikage? I'll lend you a hand. This is... Mother? Why am I... The strings of Amada's heart are being manipulated by someone. Sharply, sweetly, painfully. Mikage, what are you trying? However, that reaction of his, with that it should be obvious, shouldn't it? Dr. Amada! Gah! The Aquarion separated? Get out of there, everyone! I've confirmed the reaction of a Irregular. Proceeding to retrieve them. Sasuke? I would let you take her! Mix? Sasuke, be more careful with yourself. After all, none of us want to see you self-destruct. And tell Andy I said sorry. Choosing yourself as a shield to save your companion, With this I have carried out my objective. We're returning, Mikage. Very well. I've done what I set out to do. Mix took my place. Mix! 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 That's a really bad name.
Yeah.
Rock Island's Bridge. Let's see. We've been denied entrance. We've been denied docket at the plant. The reason they gave is that being neutral at the moment, they can't be seen to supporting either the Federation or Neo Zeon. Can't be afford to? They're just bowing down before Neo Zeon, aren't they? We just protect... Have they forgotten we were just protecting them from the Altair and the Vajra? With this, it's certain that the plants are going to be supporting Neo Zeon, isn't it? What shall we do, Captain? If we stay here any longer, it'll just cause problems. I suppose we'll fall back for now. See. Even if resupplying is impossible, thanks to Kirinshin's personal connections, we've been able to find out about the situation inside the plants. Problem is the fact that Altair kidnapped Mix, isn't it? We were able to recover the Vector Cylon she was piloting, but the cockpit was empty. So they're targeting female elements. What they called the strongest wranglers, So we weren't it. So that's the reason that they were able to obtain the power to travel across dimensions, How are the elements handling it? It appears as if they received quite the shock. But right now, since we can't resupply the plants, we have to hurry and get away from here. With the damage we suffered from today's battles, it's highly unlikely Neo Zeon's pursuit teams will ignore us. Full frontal. Is he going to come? Hamada! If you hadn't chased him down there, Mix would! Leave it, Andy. That's not Hamada's fault. Let go of me, Alto. Why didn't you save Mix? Andy. Don't say it like that. Do you have any right to criticize Hamada since you couldn't even launch? I'm sorry, Andy. It's because I forced Mix to go out that... I'm sorry. Jessica? Even though we were fighting to protect the plants, why did something like this happen? Damn it. Damn it all! Don't point your fists at the wrong enemy, Andy. But... what you need to do is rescue Mix, isn't it? Don't give in to despair. If there was some way we could rescue her, we've already done it! But since we can't open any dimensional gates, there's nothing we can do! Dimensional gates. Transferring across. If that was possible, we could also stop the Eternity Flat. The answer's simple then, isn't it? Hibiki? We need to rescue Mix. We can't allow humanity to end. And we can't forgive Gadlight either. All the things we need to do are coming together, aren't they? The answer's the Geminis, If we defeat them, everything will be solved, won't it? I guess that's right. We've got to take care of everything ourselves here. Let's do this, Andy. Everything's not over yet. Don't think I could just change my mind so easily about everything. If that's the case, feel free to go ahead and bury yourself in a hole again. But do it on your own. What? Please stop! Yuna? Please, fight Andy. We'll be sure to rescue her. Andy. In the past, I've also had people important to me disappear before my eyes. Even now, I still see that in nightmares sometimes. So I don't want to see you stay like this. I'm sorry, Mr. Kira. Andy. Sorry, everyone. Where do you intend to go? Just let me be alone for a while. And what'll you do after that? Isn't it obvious? Andy. I'm sure he'll be fine. After all, he's not the kind of guy to just let things end in a hole somewhere. Pain of losing people who are important to you. Everyone here's overcome that, haven't they? But... what about Jessica? I think it's a good idea to leave her alone for now. Is there anything we can do? I don't know. Jessica... lame. How lame can I be? Hamada's left me behind. And Ahmad had just left me behind, he could have saved Mix. I wasn't chosen by him, so what right do I even have to be here? Don't act so pathetic. Don't be afraid. What are you? Don't cry. You and I are the same. We're the ones who were not chosen. What are you saying? Because we're the same, I know. The pain of being abandoned, rejected by the one you love. I would be more than willing to take that outstretched hand of yours that he rejected. I'll be sure to grant that wish of yours, and even open a dimensional gate. In exchange for it, I want you to promise me something. That won't come back later.
Definitely not.
Not at all. So, with that, we've cleared most stages. There's one stage left on the route split, and we will take care of that on Monday when we come back. And hopefully, we'll save Daggerza. There's not that much we need to do since the most painful bit is already done.
No, we don't have to do anything. He just automatically survives.
So, I hope everyone has been enjoying this playthrough. Come back next time for a little bit more of Unicorn, and we will see you all on Monday. Farewell.
See you.